1993, Pepe and Uncle Chips made a zippy entry into the snack segment. And when Frito-Lay took over, the growth rate was expected to fatten a great deal. But the fact is that today, even after the much hyped branded snacks having a 70-year run, only 15% of the 10,000 crore rupee snack market is dominated by them.
Back of the success of Frito-Lay, a lot of Indian players came into it as well. Over the last about 5 or 6 years, I think the number of players in this segment has more than doubled.
The MNCs brought in international flavors, mastered distribution channels and used every trick in the marketing domain to touch the Indian consumer. But for secular India, taking a bite from the common chip was not as desirable as having their very own custom-made snacks.
Personal care and other industries have globalized far more than foods have. And you must recognize that local tastes and local preferences which have been built over generations would remain a strong entity in a market. Ignoring that would be foolish.
Distribution was the edge that ITC, Lay's and Parle Agro had over the local eatery. But traditional players have upped their game and stalled the massive market takeover that brands had in mind.
Definitely unorganized sector is more profitable because we are adding the cost in the distribution, we are adding the cost in the better quality, and secondly we are adding the cost in taxation and packaging also.
While fancy Lays and bingo packs may be aspirational for young college students, the majority of the Indian consumer still opts for the good old namkeen in a simple plastic pack.
काउंटर प्लेट्स लगी होती हैं, हर चीज सैंपल के लिए है, तो ज्यादातर लोग आते हैं, उसको चखते हैं, जो लाइक करते हैं उसके हिसाब से लेके आते हैं.
Now if you open a packet of Lays for $10, by the time you dip your fingers into that packet and come out, $10 is over. Now obviously that's not snacking. That's very impulse purchase. For a moment, it satisfies nothing at the end of it all.
When it comes to quality, hygiene, quantity and freshness, Indians seem to value only the last two.
Question of hygiene factor is a lot of, if I may use the word, rubbish. After all, look at the Indian consumer, what he starts his day with and ends his day with. 99.9% of his food that he's eating and the time that he consumes it in, the hygiene factors are very questionable.
जो पसंद है टेस्ट, वो उसको लेज में कम मिलता है और क्वांटिटी भी कम मिलता है और रेट ज़्यादा देना पड़ता है. इसलिए आज हमारे पास भी अच्छी टेक्नोलॉजी है तो क्वालिटी में का कुछ इतना ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है. दोनों का क्वालिटी तो सेम है, लेकिन हमारा जो टेस्ट है और इंडियन टेस्ट और नेचुरल की तरफ ज़्यादा है तो वो ज़्यादा कंज्यूमर पसंद करते हैं.
So what about brand advantage? All the trust and credibility that big names are supposed to bring with them.
Strangely, the share of branded snacks is probably been dropping a little bit, and part of the reason is because manufacturers are still not agreed with some of the retailers on the margins that they are looking for.
The local eatery is fast becoming a brand with a regional stronghold, while the conventional biggies are taking a beating.
Lay's Magic Masala. I bet you can't eat just one.
Lay's claim of no one can eat just one may be true, but the number of people eating Lay's at all is rather small. The shrewd Indian businessmen haven't let the sophisticated snack makers make a sizable dent in the Indian snack market. Obviously, it's not just about slick advertising and marketing. There's a lot that Indian snack makers need to learn about the Indian palate. And it's high time branded snacks had a bite at their nearby Farsan store.